Marine Officer Michael Sinkowski is deployed to Al-Taqadum Air Base just west of Baghdad. Upon arriving, he's shown a sensational video that was recorded at the base the previous year. When I first saw this video, I was a little shocked. What made it unique was the overall shape, that it was this jellyfish. We called it the spaghetti monster. It was flying at a consistent speed, going from east to west over our base and over the lake. The unusual object was recorded by a large blimp, otherwise known as an aerostat, that was hovering above the base. Sinkowski: this object was lower than our aerostat camera, which is, I would have to guess, less than 60 feet. And the two people that you see on the video that were walking on base had no idea that this thing was there. It passed, seemingly, right over them, and they had no idea. The soldiers who were present at the time the so-called jellyfish UFO was recorded told Sinkowski that the object was only visible on the infrared camera. Sinkowski: the security element was sent out to try to gain positive identification on this thing flying over the base. They used line of sight, just with the naked eye, and they tried to use night vision goggles, and nobody was able to see anything. The strange object was recorded passing over the base for more than 30 minutes. While some have theorized that the object was merely a smudge on the lens or even a soldier using some kind of jetpack, both possibilities have been ruled out. So, what could explain this oddly shaped craft that could not be seen with the naked eye? Sinkowski: I'm trained to identify different types of drones, different types of aircraft, whether they're manned or unmanned. And this is nothing like I've ever seen before. There are a lot of different theories from all the different Marines that saw this footage. But there's really no explanation for this sort of thing. There's a possibility that this might be something out of our world. Could it be that the jellyfish-shaped UAP captured on video flying over a US military base was of alien origin? The footage remained unknown to the public for 6 years after it was recorded and only came to light in 2024 thanks to the efforts of filmmaker and ufologist Jeremy Corbell. Sinkowski: the videos were located on a secret terminal, a secret system. And so, the way the footage has been released, I think somebody recorded, illegally, the screen. And I don't know how long they've had this footage or why they released it now, years later, but I imagine they didn't want to get caught. Pope: the video was handed to investigative journalist and filmmaker Jeremy Corbell. And it was released to the public. The Department of Defense have confirmed this is authentic. This is not some blurry light in the sky. This is up close and personal, and you can see the detail. Taylor: the video from Iraq is the most intriguing one that I've seen in a while. The reason why is because whatever this object is stays at a steady rate of velocity, and it stays at the same altitude above the surface the entire time. So it's being controlled. And it has some sort of propulsion device that we don't see on board. Is it possible that the so-called jellyfish UFO is footage of a visitor from another world? While the military remains tight-lipped about what was filmed in Iraq, a number of compelling videos have appeared on the website of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO. Established in 2022, AARO is a government program to study UAPs. Taylor: we have objects captured on an infrared sensor, and we also have objects detected on radar. And on the situational awareness system. So, multiple instruments saying there's something there suggests that there really is something there. Pope: Congress has now mandated the military to actually devise surveillance equipment specifically geared to target and capture UFO images. Pope: so, we are gonna see a lot more of these. Some in infrared, but others, perhaps, across the spectrum. And that's interesting because whether something shows up just in infrared or other parts of the spectrum can tell you something about the object. Perhaps its energy source, perhaps its propulsion system.